The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm sharing with you Breakout Beyond, and I'm delighted to share this new game with you. And you're probably wondering, wow, Atari's making another Breakout game. Well, yes, and this has kind of a long history. It started out as an Amico project, and well, you know where that went, and never came out. And this got transferred to a multi-platform project by Choice Provisions, which you may be familiar with. The Bit Trip series, absolutely love that series. Like the Bit Trip series that they did on the Wii. And anyways, that company is behind this, and it really has their kind of spin on it. Get it? That was a dad joke. Anyways, starts out pretty simple, and it's like a sideways breakout, and it's got some cool special effects. If you can like spin on the ball, and it has a really cool physics to it. Lots of cool effects. The effects sometimes get in the way of where the ball appears, but yeah, there's 72 levels, and you can play this two-player as well. It's very challenging, lots of cool power-ups, and 3 years ago Atari did a Breakout Recharge game, which is pretty good as well. That's on sale for like $3. This is $15. It's on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox, Switch, and even the Atari VCS. And really excited about seeing it on there because Atari VCS has a paddle built into their classic controller, and I bet a lot of people are going to be excited about playing it that way. I'll probably just pick it up for that reason. This has kind of definitely an old school vibe to it, but it has just enough power-ups and graphics, nice little graphic touches where, this definitely is for the old school gamer. But you know what, there's so many breakouts out there, but it's not just a breakout. They really went the extra mile to make it feel new, and this is a great fit. Price is okay, $15. It's a little bit more difficult to sell this when the awesome Breakout Recharge is $3. So this is more of a $10 game, I think. But I think if you are a big Atari fan, I think you're going to be delighted with this. It's Breakout, lots of levels, pretty challenging power-ups, but to me, this is a great like popcorn break game where you can play this in between maybe a more in-depth game. I found it challenging, but just challenging enough to make me want to go back and play more. You can adjust the sensitivity. There's power-ups as you progress in this game. There's like bombs, there's multi-balls, there's really some neat things that I like about this version of Breakout. And don't get me wrong, this is Breakout, but it's Breakout with some power-ups, taking some nods to some other classic Breakout style games, a little bit of Arkanoid. Definitely has some nice little graphic touches to it, and I like it. To me, this feels more like Breakout than Breakout Recharged, and some people love that series, and I like that Atari's kind of branching out and taking some of their iconic franchises and doing some new things with them. I know there's Missile Command Delta just got announced with a trailer, so it'd be interesting to see what they do with that. But kudos to Atari of not just sitting on their IP and actually doing something with it. You know what? And this is like, to me, an iconic Atari game. I know that this title in itself has a long history. Started out as an Amico game and was tweaked and then went multi-plat. And the irony of this now going to be on the Atari VCS. There's so much irony there. But yeah, fantastic game, and nice to see that it wasn't canceled and deleted. It was actually offered on platforms such as the Switch, which I'm showing the Switch version, where people can enjoy this, because I think this is a timeless classic. This is probably geared towards older generation gamers that remember Breakout. To me, This is a good version of it, and I think there's enough there to validate a purchase of this game. I don't know. Like I said, it's on sale. It was on sale before release at like $13. To me, this is more of like a $10 game tops. But you know, their Breakout Recharge game. If you don't like this, then go that route. But yeah, I like this, and I do think it's a good version. It'd be nice to see this with some other releases. You know, what else can they do? But yeah, so as you progress, you know, there's 72 levels. That's a lot of levels to play, and multi-ball, and you can unlock some different things. But yeah, I think as you progress, level 3, by the way, is very challenging because it's kind of the last of the old school levels before they introduce a bunch of power-ups. I had a hard time with stage 3. So anyways, the good news is you play a majority of the first levels, and then you unlock the next 10. So yeah, it's good. I like this. Found it challenging, rewarding, exciting, thrilling. Just enough challenge to make me play one more game. It has that aspect to it. I like the effects. For the most part, as I mentioned earlier, when the ball gets going super fast, it's almost too fast. And the yellow speed of the ball, where it starts to, I don't know, flame, it's difficult to see with the colors. So that's my only major complaint with it, is the effects sometimes get in the way of, yeah, they're like that. Like, that was difficult for me to see, but you know, I'm middle-aged and I have old eyes, so I could be part of it. But you know what? I had a long day today, a long day at my day job, and started playing this. And an example of a good game is just that a game has that just one more round, just one more level, just one more screen. I definitely had that feeling playing this. I think I'm going to go out and say I like this probably better than Breakout Recharge. Though Breakout Recharge is a good game, this to me feels more authentic. This to me is like taking Breakout and making it modern, but still not losing itself with making a new game. It still feels like Breakout. So that's the thing I like about it. I like the two-player aspect of it, which I do believe the other Breakout Recharged has. Like it though, like it quite a bit. I'm a big fan of this company's work though. Huge fan of the Bit Trip series. I was a huge fan of Bit Trip Complete on the Wii, and even Saga on the 3DS, have them both. And I know that they've released them individually, I think, on the Switch. I have several of them. But yeah, this is a great company, and they definitely have their mark on this game and this version, and I enjoy it. And so I'm going to support them, as Choice Provisions did a great job with this classic. And I really would like Choice Provisions to possibly work on some other classics. It'd be great to see this, and wish them nothing but the best, and have enjoyed some of their games that they've done, and really nice to see that. So yeah, this is cool to see. Some nice effects, but it's not over the top. To me, it still is screaming Breakout, but enjoyable. And I'm going to be playing this again for sure. I'm going to see how far I can get. Going to get past that stage 3, which is killer. It's a tough stage. Played it for about an hour and couldn't get past it, but just kind of moved on. And once you get the power-ups here, to me it gets insane, but it gets more easier to play. So yeah, I've enjoyed the multi-ball. There's enough challenge here, I think, for people that are looking for that. Definitely, I know there's going to be people screaming for a paddle. Not wrong. So it'd be nice to see, at least on the VCS, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about playing that because of that. It gets crazy here. So that's just the enjoyment I have with this game. So what do you think? In the comments below, let me know. And thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. And folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the immortal John Hancock, and you take care.